Okay, that concludes the first section. The second section is embargoed for 10:30 p.m. Neil.
It's been a difficult start for Anthony. Played for minutes or something. How has his attitude been in training?
He is fighting for his position, and that should what we expect from every player who is in the squad of Manchester United. What they should do.
It's sort of tougher for him in a way because he's the second biggest signing in the club's history, and he's being kept at the team by two young lads who've come through the academy. That must be tough for him.
Yeah, but that is that's professional football. That is top football. That are the laws, and you pick the team where you think you have the most chance to win a game, and so the players have to fight for their positions, and you pick the team, the 11 who have the best dynamic and the best chemistry, and there are two, and we are happy with that, and that two players developed from the academy, young players, into the squad, into the team selection, and now he has to bounce back, and he has the abilities to do it. So if he's doing the right thing, he can make competition with them.
Hi Erik, you've spoken about the game model quite often. What does that game model consist of now?
That is a very open question, and you expect from me to answer this in 1 minute? It's almost impossible. But I think we showed. I think we provided a video last year where we showed some great football from us. So it was very dynamic. And so if we have the players available, we can construct a team that can play very dynamic, very proactive, with a lot of speed. We can play very good in attacking transition, but we also want to dictate in possession, and from there on find our moments to speed up.
Hi, Erik. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, one of your predecessors here, said that cup competitions aren't the true test of a team. He said he said winning a cup wouldn't necessarily say Manchester United were back. And you've won 2 cups, and he was saying that it could almost be an ego thing for some managers, cups, that the league is the most important thing. What's your view on that? Do you agree with that sentiment, that the league is the most important thing?
I think all the leagues are important, and I think in top football, it's by the end of the day by winning trophies and to hit the targets. And you set some targets in a season, but also on the longer term, where you want to grow into, and therefore you have a strategy, and then follow the strategy and develop and progress the team. And that is something tells when you win in one of the 5 leagues, and that then you hit some targets, and then you have you did your job well.
James,
just back on Anthony. He's obviously not started any games yet, but he's only come off the bench in one against Brighton very, very late on. It suggests he's quite a way off where you maybe need him to be at the moment. Is that fair? The fact that you've not used him at all?
No, I think the other players doing so well. They're contributing. So we have Ahmad, Ghana, very effective. Rashford scoring in the weekend. So he has to earn the right in training, but the others doing really well. So he has to get over them.
And how's he coping with not having that chance yet?
He is, of course, he is impatient. He wants to play, and he is fighting to play.
Last question, Rob.
We've seen in previous seasons you've put out extremely strong teams in the cup competitions, even perhaps in semi-finals where the game might have already been won. Against Forest, for example, when you won the Carabao Cup, you put a very, very strong team out in all the cup games. Because of the schedule this year, because you have to play more games in Europe, are you going to have to rotate a little bit more, do you think, for these kind of games, or are you going to stick with what you've done in the past and the strongest team gets to play regardless of whether it's a Carabao Cup game or a Premier League game?
I don't think that was the case, to be fair, because I didn't have options. last year. It was just the players who were available. We constructed a team from the players who were available.
The changes to the European schedule, the fact that you're going to have to play a lot more games or possibly play a lot more games this year, won't come into your thinking when you pick a team for tomorrow night, for example?
We, as you say, we will see what tomorrow will be the lineup. We take it very serious. Again, we have to get into the season, and I know when you have to get into a season, you have to work on routines, so on patterns. So it's very important. Many players, they didn't play together in pre-season, so we have to build those partnerships. We have to build those patterns and routines. So that is the only way it's possible, is almost in games, because also training is very limited, the training time, because of we have to cover so many games, and every third day, so every training is almost a recovery. And in a recovery, then is the time limited that you can work on those patterns and those relationships.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.